If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Taurus, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2017. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, and Taurus Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Taurus, now onto your reading for July 2017. First card you have in the reading is the Ace of Cups. Wow, you're starting off with a bang. The Ace of Cups is new love relationship, or God giving you the holy grail of love, like you're getting all this love coming to you somehow. You know, I got to be honest, somebody's tricking you or deceiving you or talking out of both sides of their mouth to you. I want to say right here, as some of you know, I don't read the cards reversed because my spirit guides are going to tell me whether it's a positive or a negative when I listen to them. So I'm getting, you've got somebody that's deceiving you or talking to you out of both sides of your mouth right here. I feel like you want to be sure of them, but in some manner you feel like you can't, or you're not trusting them, or you're not being sure of them in July. I feel like you feel like, well, it worked out beautifully before, but like now stumbling blocks have been created, or stumbling blocks are coming up. I feel that this person may be hard for you to let go of, because you either feel like you always thought they were going to become your significant other, or perhaps they already are your significant other. You may be talking to a divorce lawyer or to an attorney or a mediator, but I feel like you may be consulting with an attorney. I feel wishes for you really come true next month in August, and I get big travels, like big things, big travels. So please keep in mind, this is a general reading. You would already know if stuff wasn't working out right when you hear this card. I don't feel like it's suddenly going to come up and surprise you. So, but I do pick up, and it is a general reading, so if these messages do not make sense to you, please, please watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because your messages may be coming to you there. But I do see for many of you Tauruses, it looks like August seems to me like a brighter, happier, so far into this reading, at least with this card, I feel like travels and brighter and bigger and happier things occurring for you. Really looks like it's going to have that kind of event, those kind of events circle around for you Tauruses in August. I feel some of you are going to feel like I was in a match made in hell and I'm going to a match made in heaven. Some of you maybe are breaking up with somebody that was really like a hellish kind of relationship, and then you're going to be meeting this amazing partner or getting into a relationship that's like, I hate to use the word perfect partnership for you, but it feels like that to me. Yeah, a lot of things that happened were unjust and uncaused, unjust and not right. Like there were lies and things that were said or done that shouldn't have been. I do feel some of you are experiencing that or already have experienced it, because just because it's coming up in your July reading doesn't mean you didn't already go through it. Because keep in mind, Taurus, you're not all born on the same month, the same day, the same year. You don't have the same birth time, and you don't have the same birth city or state or country, which is all required to do a birth chart for you. So keep in mind, timing about this is going to be different. You may have already experienced these deceptions and lies and deceit, and already had the hellish relationship, and now either in July or in August you are going to have the new one. But for some of you, you may be working your way out of that hellish relationship right now in July. So the next card you have certainly supports that, because you've got standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, standing up against any naysayers, gossipers, detractors, and standing firm, speaking your mind, putting it out there. This is 5 of Swords. I feel like somebody you've been involved with has given you a lot to think about, and now you're like, what am I going to do with it? Either their actions, deeds, words, whatever, has given you a lot to think about in July. And in July, you're going, now what do I do with it? You hate to be the one to have to put your foot down, but you're going to be the one that has to do it. And I feel like you're going to put your foot down and say, this BS has to stop right now. Like, I hear you saying, I don't want to have to be the one to do this, but I'm doing it. You know, that could even be if your kids are giving you a runaround, or, you know, you have some problem that's kicking up at work, and you're like, you know what, this is enough. I'm putting my foot down. That's it. But for some of you, it is connected to this love card. For some of you, it is you're putting your foot down and standing your ground in regard to love. It does come up for some of you that it would be love, but for some of you Tauruses, it's in other manners. Like maybe somebody else is BSing you and not your love mate. Maybe it's an agent or a lawyer or your child or a boss or a coworker, and you're going to say, you know what, I'm putting my foot down. This stops here. Like in July, some of you are going to find yourself in that position. You're going to also say, I'm not going to tolerate anybody like stabbing me in the back or throwing me under a bus, or like, you're not going to have that at all. You're not going to have it in July. I'm not going to lie to you here. I'm not going to be the one that's going to lie to you, Taurus. You may have some people that slander you in public or say some things about you that are not true. If you're a public figure, be prepared for that. If you're a political figure, be prepared for that. That kind of like, but you're standing up against them. See, this is the positive thing about the card. Like, you're not going to have it. You're not going to let them roll over you. You're not going to let people smear your good name or slander you in any way. And you may be consulting a lawyer. Maybe you're going to say, I'm going to sue this person for libel. It could be, if it involves business, work, your image, your public persona, your image. If you're famous in any way, that could happen. If you're an actor out there in the world and then somebody else is going to start saying some nonsensical crap about you, that could happen. That's the kind of energy circling around this card. But for some of you, if you're not a public figure and you don't have a public persona, it could be that you're just arguing with your significant other. It could be you standing your ground with a love partnership. But you might want to listen to these messages again, because it is a general reading. It makes it a little confusing. They're not every single message I just said in that card is going to apply to you. Some apply to some of these Tauruses, some apply to some of these Tauruses over here. But you do have this battle stance that you're taking. The card you have that follows it, crowning your reading, is the Emperor. And the Emperor is usually a male. Actually, I'm going to say always a male. I've never seen it come up when it didn't pertain to a male. This could be a father figure that's deceased, that's watching you, guiding you, and protecting you from the other side. It could be somebody like a father, a stepfather, a grandfather, a great-grandfather. It could also be somebody in the living. It could be a boss, an ex-boss, a husband, an ex-husband. It could be a boyfriend or somebody that's like, would be kind of like in a leadership position or a dominating kind of personality. So let me see why that showed up for you, Taurus, for July. He's somebody that wants you to gravitate towards him. He either wants to make money with you or be in a relationship with you, or both. There's something that this Emperor wants from you. Hold on. He may also be doing things that seem to you like out of the ordinary. Like he may be listening to prophecies of some sort, or his own guides, or listening to readings on YouTube, or following astrology. But I feel like there's things that need to change or have to change with him. He's reeling in the big bucks for some of you. He could be doing some nefarious things. He could be. For some of you, no. For some of you, he's just reeling in the big bucks. He's raking in the money. For some of you, he could be doing that through some like unwholesome, underhanded ways. For some of you, not all of you. You know, he could be getting involved in your life in a very big way, and he could in a spectacularly big way, they said, and it could be bringing in some blessings to you regarding money. He could be bringing you money blessings here. I feel for some of you, it almost feels to me like he's eager to show you how he can improve your life or how you can benefit from his involvement or influence. So for some of you, he feels like a prospective boss. For some of you, he could be a prospective mate. For some of you, he could be a father that has a lot of money that feels like he wants to invest in you and invest in what you're doing and wants you to let him get involved in your life. For some of you, it could be a love partner. This is somebody that wants to get involved in your business, involved in your life, wants to project themselves to you like they're going to be a benefit to you, a financial blessing or boon to you. It circles around this emperor also. He feels like the deck is stacked in his favor and that he's always going to win and that you would do well getting linked up to him in some way, because then his luck, good fortune, good benefactorness is going to spill out over into your life, your job, your career, your world, or affect you in some positive way. So you just have to think about who this emperor is for you. It's a little tricky. You've got the 8 of Rods next, which symbolizes change or news coming to you swiftly, or it could be long distance travel. I do feel July is going to bring you a lot of information that's coming your way that you have to dissect. If you're somebody involved in a business world where there's a lot of deals to get worked out, I see you working out a lot of deals, arrangements, gigs, whatever. It's like working out a lot of deals and arrangements, circles around you. Some of you Tauruses are going to be really stepping outside of your comfort zone and leading the charge against any injustices that you see. Either, again, like I said, if anybody's done any smear campaign or libel against you, or and you're a public figure or a politician or, you know, somebody, an actor that's famous, whatever, or if this could just be little old you that has some power and is like, you know what, this is a damn injustice, what's happening to these kids, what's happening to the chemtrails and the environment, what's happening to our system of being under too much control by the ruling family elites in this world, or whatever you think is injustices that are occurring. Maybe you don't like the current president, or you don't like some other political things that are going on. You may be stepping outside of your comfort zone and taking a stance and a position against them, public speaking against them, putting videos out against them, or standing up for people's rights. Maybe you feel there's people's rights that are getting stomped on. You could be taking some steps to go through government channels, legal channels, whatever, and trying to set some wrongs right. Did you understand that? Did I say that? Any wrongs that you're perceiving, you may be trying to set them right. That's the case for some of you Taurus is coming up here with this 8 of Rods. Some of you are going to be doubling your income by something you're going to be doing, generating. Could be in the written word, out in the public, could be a book, could be a play, could be something else you're producing or creating, could be something you're putting on the internet, videos or whatnot. You could be doubling your income. I pick up for some Tauruses, especially if you're a Taurus with a Gemini rising or Gemini moon, because they bring up Taurus and Gemini together right there. So think on that, or a partnership for you could be lucrative, and you could be doubling your income if you get involved working with or business partnership with a Gemini. This Emperor could also be a Gemini. I'm just don't want to beat you over the head with it, but they did say the words Gemini to me in my head. So it's possible there is a Gemini link to all this. I get you getting a confirmation through email, or you are getting emails verified of their authenticity, or both. You need to rewind, go back, draw the little line back, listen to that sentence one more time. So next card you have here, which is the last card in your reading for July, Taurus, you have Four of Pentacles, which is the Miser card, holding on protectively to your finances or anything of value. It can also mean success, financial success coming to you in the future. So we'll see why it's here. I see some of you making more money than you ever did before, making money hand over fist and not being able to believe it. Like going, oh my gosh, this is more money than I've ever made before. If you do not see this in July yet, Taurus, or if it has not already occurred in prior months, I do believe it's coming to you at some point, because the energy behind it is there. Also, some of you are going to be reaping the benefits in July or soon thereafter of anything that you invested your money in, or anything you invested your time, energy, focus, heart, productive energy to. You will be reaping the rewards, whether it was from the money you invested in something, or all of that. Time, attention, focus, drive, love. There's also a great deal of opportunity here for the Tauruses to buy and sell things in July and August. This could be personal property, it could be home, it could be personal items, it could also be anything that you are generating yourself through a business, a program, a format, an idea, something you sell, products, services. There's a lot of money here to be made and generated by all of that I just said. So again, Taurus, I would draw the line back and listen to that sentence again. There's somebody that's up to their old tricks again, that's out to lie to you and deceive you, and it may be about money or property. So this could be somebody, it could be a spouse, it could be an ex-spouse, it could be a boss, it could be somebody you're in business partnership with or have some dealings with that are, they're saying, up to their old tricks again, out to lying to you and deceiving you about property. I really feel like this is more about, like, if you owned a property together jointly with them, like a place that needed to sell. Could be a business, could be a house you own together, it could be a sibling to you. Perhaps you inherited a house and some estate stuff, and your siblings are lying to you or deceiving you, or one of them is, about something to do with the property or something to do with other property or money. That also comes up here for some of you Tauruses. That obviously isn't applying to all of you Tauruses. You're going to have a great boost to your financial income, and I feel that if it doesn't happen to you yet, if it hasn't happened yet, by the time this year screeches and comes to an end and to a halt, it will have taken place in your life. So I'm going to say really between the month of May, that's past, and the end of December of 2017, I feel many of you Tauruses are going to be experiencing that. So therefore, you could have already experienced it prior to July. If you haven't experienced it yet, it's between now and the end of December of 2017. Go at things at your own pace, Taurus. Do not let anybody rush you to making a decision to buy or sell anything, or rush you in any way. Do things that are comfortable to you at your own pace, and don't get hornswoggled or rushed or, bullied into doing anything, any quicker than what you're willing or able to do. So I hope this reading was of help to you, Tauruses. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post any of my videos here to YouTube. If you would like to get kind of a continuation, but it could be totally different and separate messages from my spirit guides for you for the month of July 2017, you can access these psychic crystal readings for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for July 2017 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.thelluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu. It's a drop-down menu. And go to page, it's either going to be on page 10 or 11, I'm not sure yet, but check on those two pages for the crystal readings for July 2017 for each sign of the zodiac. You click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you're interested in purchasing my videos that are the mid-year psychic tarot update, where I pulled an additional 5 cards for you for the remainder of the year from June through the end of December, you can access those videos by clicking on the page 10 on the videos on my website and look for that heading of the mid-year psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac for 2017. You look for that heading or something worded like that and click on your sign and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. I totally wish you a joyous month of July, Taurus, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.